everyone, thanks so much for joining me here in the b8ta TV studio for another episode of b8ta Unboxed. If you are a parent or if you've got some kiddos nearby, bring them on in. I want to show them the Lunii My Fabulous Storyteller. This is a fantastic product for kids ages 3+ that I'm going to show you guys how it works in just a second. But Lunii is actually a French company. This was created in France and we're so lucky to have it here at b8ta. It is one of our best-selling kids products, and as you can see, it's very brightly colored, but it's not a screen. So this is essentially a storyteller in which your child gets to be the narrator, gets to figure out their own plot, characters, storyline, everything through the Lunii. And what's amazing about it, like I said, is it's no screen. So it's going to be engaging for their imaginations, but without the screen. And I know right now with COVID, you know, it's obviously parents are busy and it's hard to keep those kiddos entertained when you're trying to work from home. This is a fantastic thing to give to them that you're not going to feel guilty like, oh my gosh, I'm giving them, you know, putting on another movie or putting them in front of another screen with another type of game. This is really going to engage their imaginations. It also comes in 6 different languages. So of course they can, you know, get the English version if they're English speakers, and you can play stories in English, but you can also get it in Dutch, in Spanish, in Italian, German, French. So it's a great way to kind of get your child to start learning a second language. I'm going to show you guys how it works. It's very, very simple for them to use. You just have to make sure that it's all charged up for them using a USB charger. But here is the button on the side that is going to turn on the Lunii. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, and you will hear it will start to speak to me. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it on.
Press OK to listen to the stories of Suzanne and Ben.
So Suzanne and Ben are the 2 heroes that we get to pick.
Who will be the hero of your story? Ben.
Sure, let's go with Ben today. So we pick Ben, press OK.
Where will your story take place?
So now we get to pick a location.
In a castle.
In a castle.
At the sea.
At the sea.
In a forest.
Sure, let's go with the forest option. There are a couple different options.
Who will your hero meet?
And now we get to pick
wolf.
a secondary character. So we have a wolf.
A witch.
A witch.
An elf.
An elf. We'll go with elf.
And finally, choose an object. A key ring.
Ooh, key ring, okay.
A mushroom. A key ring.
Okay, so those are our 2 options. So let's go with
a mushroom.
A mushroom. And now the story is going to start.
This morning, Ben is going mushroom picking with Mom and Dad. It's been raining the whole week. It's the perfect time for picking them. If he collects enough, Mom has promised to cook an omelet just for him.
So you can see the story is going. I just hit the pause button. If you press the pause button again, it'll turn back on exactly where you left off.
So Ben searches every single corner of the forest to bring back as many mushrooms as possible.
And you could tell the narrator's voice is really sweet. She narrates all of the different stories. And as you could tell, she took us through the motions of selecting a hero. We get either Ben or Suzanne. Then you select a setting, so the location of the story. Then you can select a secondary character and then an object. And those all change, you know. So the 2 main characters stay the same, but the location, the object, and the secondary character change. So you get over 48 different combinations of stories, and you can download more stories on Lunii.com. That's Lunii with 2 I's. But it really is so easy to use, and I don't know if you could tell, but when I was selecting a character, the front of the Lunii lights up.
Ben.
So we get sort of this like fun outline of Ben right there, if you can see that, or if we want to pick Suzanne.
Suzanne.
She lights up there, and then
Where will
same
your story
thing
take place?
for the location.
In a castle.
So we see that little castle icon right there. Oops, right there. So that's really fun visually, you know, for the kids too, to kind of be able to see what they're choosing on the screen. And again, you get 48 different story options with this guy. And I just think it's so wonderful right now, you know, get them off of the screen. Again, this is gonna be really, really engaging for them. It's a perfect, you know, kind of size of something great that they can stick in a bag or in a backpack and take on the road. You get over 10 hours of listening time. So great for long road trips. Also great just to put in their room and set next to them before bedtime. It will go into power saving mode after 5 minutes, or if you don't select an additional story, it will go directly into power saving mode. And the stories are not super long. I would say probably roughly 5 minutes long. And so you're not gonna, you know, for those that are a little bit younger, maybe closer to that 3-year-old age, they're not gonna get, you know, they're gonna be engaged for long enough. And so, you know, you won't have to then, you know, they won't get fussy, they won't want to put it down. It's very, very quick. It's something that they can listen to, and there's lots of fun voices that the narrator does depending on the story that you choose. So it's just a fantastic product for kids, especially right now with COVID. We have to find ways to keep them more engaged, and your children are really going to love this. It retails on b8ta.com for $79.90. You can also go, like I said, to Lunii.com, that's Lunii, and select, you know, if you want to pick a different language, you can select a product in a different language. There's also an app that you can download that I want to show you really quickly, where your kids can actually be the storytellers themselves. So the Lunii app gives you the chance to record your own story. So you know, you can record a title. This is my story called The Little Dragon. The Little Dragon, a story by Noel. So that was my story that I recorded earlier. I won't get into all the details, but it's really fun, and it records up to 8-minute stories. So you can have your children record them, maybe a grandparent record a story and send it to you. So it's just a really magical way of listening to stories and also getting their imaginations engaged once again. So thank you all for joining me today on this episode of b8ta Unboxed. I will see you again tomorrow right here in the b8ta TV studio. Until then, have a great day.